line, shape, color, and other elements of art, all protocols observed, and you, dear learners. Good day. This week we shall be receiving visitors called the principles of art. And I expect you, dear learners, to put your best foot forward. I expect maximum cooperation from you and represent this esteemed institution with great valor. Without further ado, let us give a round of applause for our principles of art. Last week we talked about the elements of art. This week I want us to discuss the principles of art. So let's art. There are very many principles of art, and in this course we are only going to look at a few. But remember, there are others. So you as a learner, you can go and explore and learn more. But until then, let's work with what we have. Principles of art. Balance. Balance is the state of equilibrium or visual weight in a composition. Woo, that was complicated, right? But think about it like this. Every object that you see in a drawing or a picture carries visual weight. So you can say that balance is the use of the elements of art to create visual stability. Let us visualize our composition. We will go with landscape. If all the elements were all on one side of the drawing, the composition will be out of balance. So utilize at least 80% of your drawing area and distribute the visual weight evenly across your canvas. Rhythm and movement. What is rhythm and movement? Rhythm and movement. This is the arrangement of objects to create distance and depth within an artwork. This is the use of repetition to demonstrate movement or expanse. Our eyes naturally flow in a guided direction. We can achieve rhythm and movement by the repetition of lines, shapes, textures, value, and even forms. This will give your viewers' eyes an illusion of depth, so play around with the size of objects in your composition to create expanse on a flat piece of paper. Proportion. What is proportion? Proportion is the size relationship of objects within an artwork with each other and the whole composition. Remember, these things are related. Everything that is on that piece of paper are related. This is all about scale. Can you have an apple bigger than a pineapple? This is out of scale. So arrange your objects in relation to each other. Use the most realistic relationship between sizes of objects. Do you understand? So that is why there is proportion. You have to use the actual size in reference to the other object in the frame, the other object in the picture. Always make sure that the relationship of the sizes of all the things that are in your painting are proportional. Contrast. Contrast is the difference of color to create a piece of visual art. Pattern. Pattern is a way a motif is organized and repeated in its shape. Unity and variety. Unity conveys a sense of completeness. This is the overall cohesiveness of the art. This is how objects within a piece of art work together to form a composition. Emphasis. Emphasis refers to the use of principles and elements of art to create a focal point. This is how we use these guidelines that we have just learned to effectively create a pictorial composition. Now that we have learned about the principles of art, next week we are going to learn about the cross-hatching technique. So stay tuned and remember, Earth without art is just